Hi, this is Derek Tsai from learnbyblogging.com. Today I want to show you how I fix my drywall that was damaged by the previous installation of the drapes. You can see the video I showed before. So this is the damage, or not the damage, but the leftover vacated holes from the previous drapes brackets. Here it is. As you can see, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. These are holes left over from the previous bracket. There are some more here. And then there are some, there's another one here. And then here. And the worst one is right over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and patch it up. Normally you don't, you would just use a simple drywall patch compound to patch things up, but I don't think they are very strong. So what I'm going to use is a special compound, which I'll show you later, and to patch it up. Here I'm in my garage, and that's where I store my Fix All compound. This, let me show you what it is. This is what I use for fixing the patching the drywall holes. And this one works very well. It would dry up within about 30 minutes, and you can immediately anchor. It's strong enough to support additional anchor holes that you can mount directly on top of it. You're gonna need a putty knife, and you just put some compound there and add some water, which I'm gonna do now. Okay, I'm adding some water. And you don't want to put too much, and you want to continue to stir it. Okay, so this is about the right amount of viscosity. If you turn upside down, it doesn't flow down, so it's about right. And make sure you use a disposable container to do this thing, because it's very hard to wash out. You don't want to wash out in the sink. That might result in the sink being stuck. You might have a big ruler bill, and probably you don't want to use your wife Tupperware either. Don't think she will appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start patching the drywall. Okay, I'm gonna apply this into my wall. Very hard to do this with only one hand. Don't need to worry about too much of a mess. I can probably sand it later. I'm gonna sand it later, so should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the next one. This one is not too bad. Okay, I think it's a little bit too watery. Good thing that the color of the wall is about the same as the compound. Will make the touch-up painting a little bit easier. Okay, I'm all done with the patching. You can see it's pretty rough. I also wipe off some of the mess that I make. That's another one there. And let's see how to focus. Yeah, this is the other one. And then there's one more here. And then there's one more here, couple holes. This is the previous patching that I'm gonna touch up. So the next thing to do is to wait until it's dry, and then I'm gonna do is sand the sand it a little bit, keep it nice and smooth. Then I'll touch up. You apply the touch-up paint. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'm gonna wait about 20 minutes for the compound to dry up, and then I'm gonna sand to smooth out the surface, and then I'll probably just apply the final touch-up paint. Now you could potentially prime it first if your wall has a very color that doesn't match. That's very hard to apply to the original compound, but it seems like my compound is roughly the same color as my final paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the touch-up paint after I sand it. Okay. This is the leftover compound, fix-all compound. What I normally do is I just go ahead and dispose the whole container and clean up the patty, and so it's a real messy to try to clean this because it would dry up like a rock, and you don't want to pull this into the sink. So it's best to just dispose it into a garbage can and be done with it. It's been about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and sand the surface. As you can see, the compound already dried up just within 30 minutes. It's a little bit rough because it has the previous damage drywall, but I'm going to leave it where it is. Okay, I'm ready to paint over the touch-up, and this is the previous touch-up paint that I have. I normally like to make a marker here to line up the cap, the cover, so that it go back the same way. Sometimes it's very difficult if you don't line it. You don't put it back closely, and it might dry up the paint. Okay, I'm ready to paint over. I like to use the cap as a way to dip and drip off the excess paint. Okay, let's go for it. here. The paint color normally don't match in the beginning until it's dried up. Okay, I'm going to finish up the rest of the paint, touch-up paint, and come back. Okay, I'm done painting, touch up the paint. Still pretty white. I think when I dried up, it'll turn a little bit darker. And hopefully I use the same paint as what I have, the previous one. This is behind the curtain. There's some damage here that's very difficult to touch up, but fortunately it's behind the curtain, so nobody will see it. Okay, I want to make sure I put the cap line up with the position. The reason I do that is a lot of times the cap get distorted when you open so many times, and they don't always line up correctly, and you have to leave a gap. So line up here, and it'll be useful for next time. Okay, I'm almost done. All done. I'm finished up the painting, touch up paint, and I'm just getting ready to clean up. Make sure you clean up so your wife won't complain. Thank you for watching. This is Derek Tsai from LearnByBlogging.com. Bye.